Okay, well, long story short, I'm going to use this video as pretty much a good reason to do an insight, an analysis of Richard, of Mr. Vegan Gains, of the guy you saw in the title. And that's the reason why you probably clicked on it, not because of my ugly mug, my ugly face, which I'm probably sweating as hell, getting nervous just talking about it. No, but seriously, a friend of mine actually said, and I've got the video up right here now, I should have a look at this one video because I'll be fucking shocked. We all saw that grandfather thing, and believe me, I actually did a video on my reaction about that, and I kind of thought, you know what, fuck it, I can't even get into this because this sounds like a very emotional, fucked up situation. This guy is beyond, I wouldn't say beyond repair, but he definitely has a problem. But there's another video a friend of mine said, please check this out because this is incredible. This is crazy what he just said. So I guess I'm just going to pretty much check my reaction out about it. Oh, by the way, as it looks like, I see, it looks like Call of Duty. Call of Duty got some taste. No, I hate Call of Duty. No, not Call of Duty. I don't know. Mixed feelings, Call of Duty.
Repsion's a little fucking bitch.
Repsion? He's fucking funny. I know he has a problem with Repsion, that's for sure. Those guys fucking hate each other.
Like, I usually don't have a huge issue with people I make videos about, but
oh no.
I'd kill him.
No.
I just fucking throw out this knife. I really like to use this knife on him.
What? Are you fucking kidding
like,
me?
He really does deserve to die. Like, he calls me a sociopath, I mean. He's just a piece of shit. I don't know if he's a sociopath or not, but he's just a turd. He should just be killed.
That's very ironic. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are you serious? That is shocking.
Oh, you're such a smug little bitch. I'd love to just slide a knife right across his throat and just watch him, like, just look all scared when, you know, he's just dying.
Holy fuck! This is Repson's video, by the way.
And so then I have many witnesses' accounts on the...
Holy fuck! Holy fuck! I didn't even know how to react to this. That was beyond limit. That was bad. That was so bad. Richard, you have got the fucking authorities on your ass for sure this time. I'm probably late. He's probably in jail by now, to be honest. That was so bad. That was bad. Because of his content, what he's been posting recently, that all adds up. The authorities must be looking at him and then sending their... fuck. I'm lost for words, man. Holy crap. This guy needs to be put in the hospital, man. He already has been hospitalized and he is not well. He is fucking not well.
Yeah, the police apprehended me, then I got put in a mental hospital for 2 days, and then they said, okay, I'm not crazy and I'm not going to shoot up the school or whatever, so.
Oh shit. Well, as I mentioned before, I was going to use this video as an example, something to use to start off my analysis of this guy. The thing is that I'm so fucking shocked, I have to think about something else now. Because, first of all, I used to like Richard actually because he used to attack these guys in a different kind of aspect and try to promote veganism, which is fucking fantastic. It's great if a lot of people don't really need a lot of proteins, then I would fucking recommend it as well. I would do it oh, by the way, disclaimer, boop, 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 disclaimer alert, I love vegans, I love the vegan route, and there's one little reason why I'm not just yet. Just give me time, okay? Let's see how that rolls out, okay? But anyway, this is not a bash against vegans in general, but this is pretty much just my warning. Warning, people. This guy is unbelievably destroyed. People are calling him a sociopath, but he is indeed a psychopath. I have seen content, and I'm going to post it now, of him being questioned about how he reacts to people getting murdered, how he reacts to feelings and everything. He has feelings against animals getting hurt, which I can definitely understand. That's not cool. But zero feelings with humans in general. He doesn't care if he kills people, if he rapes people. He even stated that he would like to crush a baby under his feet. Holy crap, just watch this video as well. This is what he said, what he admitted, okay? This is what he admitted about himself.
Well, yeah, so a lot of people are saying, you know, like Richard is a psychopath, Richard is a sociopath. And I mean, honestly, a lot of the things that you say on the show really do seem to point to perhaps being a sociopath. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I've admitted to being a sociopath before in at least one of my videos, and in the comment section, I've admitted to it. On the Vegan Revolution podcast, I've even said I'm a sociopath. Yeah, I just don't really feel any kind of empathy for human beings.
So what's that like? I mean, what is it like? Like, how did you first realize that you were different from other people, or probably from other children, I'm guessing?
Probably not until high school.
Oh, really?
Like, I don't know, my entire life I've just felt like everyone was against me, and I just didn't understand people, and I
Yeah.
didn't get why they had problems with me doing certain things. You know, like I'd get into fights with hockey a lot, and I just, you know, absolutely loved picking fights, and even with my own teammates and hurting people. And,
Uh-oh.
you know, other parents and shit, they had a huge problem with it. And even my own parents, like they would, you know, they tried to tell me like, you know, you can't really do this, but I just didn't get it. And yeah, it wasn't until high school, until like I started actually reading about, you know, some psychological disorders and stuff like that, that I kind of, you know, saw it. And one of my old friends is actually a psychologist, and he said, yeah, you're definitely a sociopath. He was talking to me for a while. And
Yeah.
Right. Now that you've seen that, you're starting getting a picture about what the real Richard actually looks like. This whole joking and ha ha la la, I'm just saying this shit just to get more subs, more interaction, is starting to look a little bit fake, because he's actually very real. I don't know if you guys seen American Psycho, but this profile fits so well to him, and that is scary. That is so fucking scary. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys seen that whole grandfather thing, what he said about his grandfather, his family members. He hates his family. Just please watch this movie. Jesus. Just watch this clip, and I don't know, I'm fucking shocked.
alright, so if you've been following me on Facebook, and if you've seen my last Q&A video, you'd know that my grandfather recently died of a heart attack. And I just got back from the funeral thing that we had. It wasn't exactly a funeral, but a bunch of family got together, and I was dragged to it. But anyway, I was planning on showing you guys footage of my grandfather actually having the heart attack. As soon as the paramedics got to the house, I took out my camera and started filming. But a bunch of people in my family, my mom, my grandmother, uncles, shit like that, they threw a big fucking fit about me showing that footage on YouTube. Now, how do I feel about him being dead? I'm actually happy. I've had a pretty rocky relationship with him, especially when I was a little kid. He was pretty abusive. He'd yell at me like fucking crazy, call me like a worthless piece of fucking shit if I didn't play well in hockey. He did hit me maybe 2 or 3 times pretty hard, and after that I was just scared of him my entire childhood. And as an adult, I ended up having a friend relationship with him, but I didn't realize until he was dead how much anxiety I had still being around him. Just these subconscious feelings were always there, but I just didn't realize till now. And I feel better with him being dead. I know my grandmother isn't happy about it. I don't know entirely how my mom feels, but she was crying about it. his other sons, you know, they were upset, but I feel pretty happy about the whole situation.
Now that you've got that done as well, you're starting to see what I'm trying to get at. People, fans of vegan gains, watch out. You are trying to follow and you're trying to idolize a murderer, a school shooter. You're trying to idolize somebody who's definitely sick. I almost forgot, he actually posted something about, that's the reason why I come out to psychopath and not, shit, I'm starting to forget it. Sociopath, sorry guys, I'm starting to fucking forget. Why is it psychopath not sociopath? Because he admitted it, that his family has a history of illness, okay? Mental illness, and he, as well as starting from the age of 16 or so, started showing symptoms of similar things like hallucinating in a very, very bad way. This is absolutely critical. Which he said veganism actually helped him out, but I seriously doubt that. I think he was on medication because this sounds like very bad stuff. And I know people on medication who are hallucinating about seeing people trying to fight against each other. Aggression, you know. Aggression in general, this is pretty much just the body trying to tell you things about aggression. And they see people fighting against each other where it's you trying to fight against yourself. But don't believe it, just watch this, okay? Just fucking watch this.
If you've watched my sugar and starch interview a while back, I mentioned that I've had hallucinations and I've suffered with depression for quite a while. So I thought I'd talk about that today and how veganism can help, and I guess I'll talk about hallucinations first, since that's the fun part. So, backstory with the hallucinations, I started having hallucinations about when I was maybe 16 years old, in the middle of high school, and I can't say what caused them and what made them start at that age, but I do know that mental illness does run in my family. I have at least 2 relatives that have had schizophrenia, and mental disorders do generally start around that age, mid-teens, so maybe I went totally crazy in the middle of high school, who knows. But the hallucinations that I most commonly had on a almost daily basis was seeing bugs everywhere. Spiders, ants, cockroaches, just all over my walls, ceiling, floor, sometimes covering my body, and I just like freak the fuck out for a second, and I'd see all those, you know, bugs everywhere for, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds, and then they'd disappear, and I'd have like a minor freak out. And that would be almost on a daily basis. And less frequent hallucinations would be I'd see like random objects turn into different animals like frogs or weasels or something. I remember often when I'd ride my bike, I'd see some of the weeds popping out of the ground turn into frogs and then like kind of jump at me. I've seen tissue boxes and stuff turn into lizards. And that would happen maybe 1 to 3 times a week, so those were a little less frequent, but still fairly often. And the more rare ones were the more kind of scary, violent ones, and I'd see people just materialize out of thin air and just come charge at me with knives or baseball bats, and then they just disappear all of a sudden. And I'd also see skin and flesh melt off of people who were just right in front of me talking to me. And that was less frequent, maybe once every 2-3 weeks. So, yeah, it wasn't the most pleasant thing. A lot of people think, oh, hallucinations, yay. It's not the same kind of thing. It's not like a drug kind of hallucination where it's fun. It's just annoying shit that's kind of scary, that kind of throws you off. And it did really bother me. And then right around the end of high school, I went vegan at 19 years old, and right away I saw a huge change. I went from having hallucinations virtually every single day to having them only once or twice a week, and that might still seem like a lot, but for me that was just a massive change. I was way less stressed out all the time. It really improved my quality of life, and there is research explaining this. Oxidative stress has been implicated in causing neuropsychiatric disorders, including hallucinations, schizophrenia, delusions. So for anyone suffering from neuropsychiatric issues, including hallucinations, then I'd highly recommend a vegan diet and definitely cut those animal products out. They do cause oxidative stress. Saturated fat, cholesterol, and amino acids like methionine cause a lot of oxidative stress and inflammation. So, not just anecdotally, the research also states this, a vegan diet can really help you out. Now, I didn't say a vegan diet completely got rid of my hallucinations. They were still happening once or twice a week. And once I gave up coffee and pre-workout supplements, I actually found out that caffeine was causing a lot of these hallucinations. And once I cut out all of the caffeine from my diet, I went from having hallucinations once or twice every week to having them once or twice every month or two, or sometimes 3 months. So that's probably something that's specific to me. I do have a really, really high caffeine sensitivity. But if you're suffering from hallucinations or any kind of issues related to that, then I'd recommend cutting caffeine out of your diet. It does affect the way your brain works, so it's worth a shot. All of those things, the vegan diet and the caffeine, they almost completely got rid of all of my hallucinations. Almost. And now my depression, my issues with depression started from a really, really young age. Maybe when I was around 6 years old, and it went downhill really fucking quick. And at around 8 or 9 years old, I woke up one morning and I was dead set on fucking killing myself. I had heard my grandfather say, like, if you take a bath with a toaster, it'll just kill you from the electricity, and I just got that idea then, and I was going to take a bath with a toaster that morning, and if it weren't for the cartoons that were playing, I would have not been here. I'd have been dead. I can still remember Rocko's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, and Darkwing Duck were playing, and that really saved me.
Now that you see what I'm talking about, this is what I think of vegan Gates. Now, in the beginning, I used to actually congratulate him. Okay, even though I used to bash some of my friends, I used to say, well, he's getting the point around, he's getting veganism around, and it is just for fun, ha. But he's starting to show signs of being mentally ill, and the authorities need to be alerted to his neighborhood because he is definitely a threat. I'm sorry, Richard, I just had to put this out there to educate some of your fans, some of your guys. But I just want you to stop. I want you to get back on track, to be a healthy individual. You even admitted it that you're not a happy person, okay? You're not depressed enough to kill yourself now. You wanted to kill yourself before, but not now.
I'm not a happy person at all, but I'm a bit more normal, and that's a huge change. I can actually enjoy living now, whereas before, I just wanted to fucking die.
There's something that has to change in your life, man, and I seriously think the vegan route is actually not exactly the answer for you. Maybe there's certain deficiencies that's just bringing your I wouldn't say blood glucose down, because that's something about a diet. You know just as well as me that some certain guys who diet down do feel a little bit shit, and you're starting to show these kind of symptoms, you know.
And it can also be caused by actual brain damage, particularly to the frontal lobe. So if you've been hit in the head, that can actually cause it.
No way.
And I've actually been hit in the head quite a few times.
So I was going to ask, well, if you had any idea what happened to you.
Yeah, I've been hit in the head with a baseball bat twice, and I've also had a few concussions playing hockey.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and in high school, I had a pretty hard hit to the head. I hit a ceiling in film class. It was,
What?
yeah, there's this really low ceiling in film class, and it was painted black, and it's like hard to see. And yeah, I just stood up really quickly, and yeah, probably should have, but.
Well, it sounds like you probably had already been experiencing, symptoms long before hockey, though.
Yeah, maybe.
So did all this hockey stuff, did you end up getting kicked out of school?
No, never got kicked out. In high school, I think they kind of broke the law because I was suspended for way over the maximum amount of time they're supposed to, allow you to be suspended. I think the maximum is like 2 weeks, and I was suspended for like at least a month.
Wow, but they let you
Yeah.
back in, huh?
Yeah, they made some new technical term. We're not suspending you, we're just letting you leave and stay home
They're
for a bit.
We just don't want to deal with Richard for a little bit
Yeah,
here.
basically.
So when you were a child, did you bond with your mom?
A bit. I've had trouble with kind of all my family members, and I got into a lot of fights and screaming matches. Mostly going the one way. I was more the one getting yelled at. Eventually, I kind of just got numb and, got used to it.
And yeah, you still live there.
Yeah. Well, when you're an adult, you kind of just let things go and you kind of understand why people do things and, why things happen.
When you're dealing with people, I think, a lot of us don't realize that you have a very different reaction to closeness and human touch.
Right.
And a lot of people do. So what is it like for you when people like run up and like want to like hug you or something like that?
Well, my first reaction is I think they're trying to kill me. But, I know logically that's probably not what they're going to do. So I kind of just go with it. I try not to, let that control me and eat me. So I just kind of go with it, let them hug me, and, I shake people's hands and hug them if they want. So, yeah, I try to get over that. Yeah.
Is it getting easier?
It's kind of plateaued. I used to have a bigger problem with it, but I still have an issue and it makes me uncomfortable, but I can deal with it.